everyone, this is Maki. A new product from the Gundam Seed series has been announced. It's the Robot Spirit Duel Gundam Assault Shroud. This figure aims to recreate the appearance as seen in the TV anime as closely as possible. There are many different types of figures released from the Gundam series. Even though they're made by the same company, different names can confuse people. In the 30th anniversary program of G Gundam aired on the official media, the staff of Bandai Spirits explained the classification of the products. Metal-built products focus on the beauty of the statue and often include unique interpretations. The previously released metal-built Providence Gundam had a roller, cruiser-like mask design added to the back, which fascinated fans. Such unique interpretations are a hallmark of metal-build. Chogokin products are designed for hands-on play. The Gundam Trion 3, which was released earlier, emphasizes the combination and transformation mechanism in which three mechas are combined to form the Gundam. In addition, the number of painting processes in production is minimized to allow for repeated transformations and combinations. For example, red parts are molded with red-colored metal material. Instead of painting the parts after molding, the metal itself is colored and then molded. This design helps minimize paint chipping from friction. Then there's the Robot Spirits anime version. As the name suggests, this product aims to recreate the appearance as seen in the TV anime as closely as possible. The Duel Gundam Assault Shroud announced this time belongs to this category. Let's have a casual chat about Duel Gundam Assault Shroud while checking out the announced product. I'll also give you a little spoiler from the movie Gundam Seed Freedom. Oops, a shadow full of deserters from the Earth's Alliance appears right in front of you. They are cowards fleeing from the battlefield. How shameful! Press the join button and shoot them with your beam rifle. Show these foolish noodles the harshness of the battlefield. The Duel Gundam is an experimental weapon made by the Earth's Alliance to counteract mobile suits. It is known as the G weapon. The G stands for genocide. The G weapon development operation was led by Admiral Halberton of the Earth's Alliance. Unlike most Earth's Alliance officers, he is a calm and reasonable individual. Gerard Garcia, commander of the Space Fortress Artemis, opposed the Alliance battleship Archangel for his own benefit. Many Earth's Alliance soldiers are portrayed with such selfish attitudes. Halberton, however, treats Kiro Yamato with kindness. When Nataro suggested taking Kiro's parents hostage under the guise of protection in order to use Kiro's fighting skills, Halberton was genuinely upset at this outrageous idea. It is unclear why someone like him chose the name genocide for the operation. Perhaps he used such a frightening name to win over the more extreme-minded military personnel. This led to the completion of the Duel Gundam code GATX-102. It is a new mobile suit designed for close combat with shafts in. It is an older mobile suit compared to the Strike Gundam, which is piloted by the protagonist Kiro Yamato. The similarities to the Strike Gundam are also quite interesting. A notable difference to the Strike Gundam is the armor around the waist. The Duel Gundam has no armor to protect its thighs. Among fans, it's often said that since the Duel Gundam is older, it has less armor. The armor was added to the Strike Gundam to cover the weaknesses of the Duel Gundam. But that's not the case. The Strike Gundam was designed for more flexible joint movement, closer to that of a human. As a result, the The phase shift armor is weaker than that of the Duel Gundam. Additional armor was added to compensate for this weakness. The Duel Gundam does not have an armor around its waist because its armor is already strong enough. The Duel Gundam, stolen by Zaft, is eventually operated by Isaac Joe. It engages in intense battles with the Strike Gundam piloted by Kira Yamato several times. At one point, Kira activates the unknown power called Seed Ability. Kira feels that his vision expands in all directions, and he can accurately sense all movements around him, feeling everything, down to his fingertips. He can hear the sound of the mobile suit's engine, all the readings on the instruments, and the trajectories of the beam weapons all at the same time. The armor of the Duel Gundam was damaged by the beam saber of the Strike Gundam. However, the damage was minor and hardly noticeable in the midst of the intense battlefield. With his Seed ability, Kira accurately sensed the condition of the Duel Gundam's armor and attacked with the Strike Gundam's knife. As a result, the Duel Gundam suffers considerable damage. While repairing the damaged areas, the Zaft forces also adjusted the additional armament used by the Zin for the Duel Gundam. This led to the completion of the Duel Gundam Assault Shroud. With the additional armor and weapons, its combat capabilities were greatly enhanced. The weight increased significantly. The original weight was 61.90 tons. With the Assault Shroud attached, it weighs 103.47 tons. It's quite heavy, but in space combat it's not much of a disadvantage. The addition of large engines has improved its maneuverability. The activated Duel Gundam launches an attack on the Strike Gundam. The Assault Shroud is the state in which the Duel Gundam is equipped with additional armor. The additional armor and weapons can be removed. As mentioned before, the Assault Shroud increases the weight significantly. Therefore, its maneuverability in Earth's gravity is reduced. In the TV anime, the Duel Gundam continues to fight with the Assault Shroud even after the story moves to Earth. The reason why the Duel Gundam keeps the Assault Shroud on while fighting on Earth isn't clear. Several reasons can be speculated. The first is real-world constraints, which is not a very exciting interpretation. There may have been a restriction to have the Duel Gundam appear in battle scenes with the Assault Shroud to promote its Gunpla model. What other possibilities are there? Isaac and Dark accidentally landed on Earth and came under the command of Andrew Waldfeld, who was running operations on Earth. Waldfeld doesn't have good feelings for Roller Cruiser, Isaac's superior officer, which may have prevented a cooperative relationship. The Assault Shroud is a piece of equipment that can be removed at any time. However, it's obviously difficult for Isaac to perform such a task alone. It's impossible without the cooperation of the mobile suit maintenance personnel. Waldfeld's team is not in a situation where they have surplus personnel. The story also mentions dissatisfaction with not receiving the requested supplies. It may have been inevitable that the maintenance of the Duel Gundam, which shouldn't be their responsibility, ended up being minimal. It is interesting that in Siegfried, Waldfeld and Isaac, who have not been able to establish a good relationship, work together to suppress the soft rebels. I hope to see a spin-off featuring conversations between Isaac and Waldfeld. The heavy Duel Gundam Assault Shroud struggles to move as desired in the desert. Some viewers may have wondered if Kira could adjust the software of the Strike Gundam. Why couldn't Isaac do the same? This subtle detail shows that the software adjustments Kiro made were something even Zaft's pilot couldn't do. The Assault Shroud is equipped with a variety of weapons. One of the most notable is the railgun, mounted on its shoulders. This weapon uses electromagnetic energy to accelerate metal projectiles. Although it is a powerful weapon, its effectiveness is questioned with the advent of beam weapons. The later developed Freedom Gundam also has a railgun mounted on its hip. The railgun on the Freedom Gundam was also considered for removal during its design phase. However, Mechas Military Industries, who was responsible for the design of the railgun, was against it. They argued that the railgun was effective against laminated armor, which had a high defense against beam weapons. In addition, the railgun's high rate of fire was advantageous for attacking multiple targets. Thus, the railgun technology was inherited by the Freedom Gundam. In Seed Freedom, the railgun once again proves its worth. It is very effective against the Femtic armor, which neutralizes beam weapons. In particular, it played a crucial role in Athran's battles, ensuring his victories. In the Seed universe, the Duel Gundam Assault Shroud is the first Gundam-type mobile suit to be equipped with a railgun. Along with its pilot, Izakid achieved significant combat results, proving the practicality and effectiveness of the railgun. The technology was further researched and eventually played a role in saving the world. The Robot Spirit Duel Gundam allows you to attach and detach the Assault Shroud. You can enjoy the regular Duel Gundam look at any time. The beam rifle and railgun come with effect parts to recreate firing states. The missile launcher's hat can be opened and closed without swapping parts. Personally, I would have liked to see effect parts for the missile launcher as well, but it seems that it's not possible to recreate the missile's firing state. 2 beam saber blades are included, so you can even recreate the final battle with the Forbidden Gundam. The price is about $74. Pre-orders will start on July 26th in Japan. Shipment is scheduled for December 2024. The price may vary depending on the exchange rate. Please note that pre-order dates and shipping schedules may vary by country and region. Thank you for watching to the end. See you next time.